trying to make sure this is right. I think we're good. I have to use a mirror. I think I probably have to wipe off the camera lens. Let's see if that works. Oh, that looks better. Let's zoom in a little bit. Whoa, too much. Too much, Sunny. Okay. Whew. Alright, and now, gotta go to my watch page. I know I'm not prepared. So, yeah. Live streaming. I gotta see if it looks good. Y'all. I am live. At least I thought I was. What? What? Oh my goodness. Why did it sign me out? Technical difficulties. Bear with me one. There I am. Technical difficulties. Bear with me one. There I am. Alright. So let's mute that. And let's zoom it in some more. Oh, that wasn't too much. I think that's perfect. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi, Duel. How are you? Gonna pop out the chat so I can pay attention to it on this one. And so, yes, the podcast today was delayed. And also my sister is not here, so I'm just going solo this time. And we're gonna talk about some stuff like, okay, so if you don't know me, I'm a huge fan of the Cowboys. I love the Cowboys. I watch a lot of the games. And they're coming after my boo, my quarterback. What's my quarterback? Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is our starting quarterback. He said that he is going to stand for the national anthem. I'm like, okay, whatever. Not controversial. Apparently that is controversial. So a lot of people are calling him a sellout. A lot of people are calling him Uncle Tom Coon. You know, the huge that I get called a lot on the internet. And also there is like this viral clip. I think I'm too zoomed in. But anyways, there's this clip going around where he's getting beat up in like this parking lot. I really hope that's not him. Because if it is, that's awful. You're gonna be so bold to beat up a quarterback for the most watched football team, most watched sports team in the world. They beat out the Patriots. They beat out friggin' Manchester United as far as viewership goes. And you're gonna beat up their star, basically, their bread and butter. That's a little bold. So I don't understand the controversy behind standing for the national anthem. I personally think that if you want to kneel during the national anthem, I have a video that I did about that last year. You can do that. The NFL has free speech too, and a lot of conservatives were angry that some of the players kneeled for the national anthem because it's disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. You can have that opinion, that's fine. I think it's disrespectful too. But I can understand getting punished for not doing it. I can understand, Jerry Jones having a position to where you should stand or you are getting punished on the team, whatever it is. But I think if they want to do it and there's no repercussions, that they are willing to face whatever, they can do it. I mean, everyone here that is playing in the NFL, as far as I know, is a citizen of the United States, and they have the right to protest, whether it be at their job or on their free time. So I didn't have a problem with it. I did not boycott the NFL. due to them standing or kneeling. I just like football. So I watched it. It frustrated me because, we had no chance at the playoffs, but that's neither here nor there. So the the whole reason that I bring this up is because football season is about to start. There's going to be some people that's going to make controversy in the NFL by kneeling during the national anthem. It's going to happen. And I'd be really surprised if it doesn't. So, if you're one of these people who, thinks that there's injustices going on in the world and there should be, some type of something going on to where you have to know, you have to let people know that, these cops are doing the wrong thing and da 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 da. Your protests, that's totally fine. You can do that. But as my sister says, and since she's not here, I will quote her, we already know what's happening. Awareness has been brought to the situation time and time and time and time again. And nowadays, I don't think protesting is going to do anything because people have a habit of not doing anything for their cause. And they just complain about it and they think something is going to be done. So, virtue signaling is my least favorite thing in the world right now. My least favorite thing. So, if you're going to sit there and virtue signal on behalf of me, and it doesn't matter what color you are, if you virtue signal on behalf of myself, I have a problem with that. I am not oppressed. I don't know anyone that I know personally that is oppressed that's a black person or any other color. I honestly don't. I think that if you live in the United States, that automatically gives you privilege, no matter what color you are, because you live here. No other country gives you mobility financially as you do in America. So you could be so poor, you could be out on the streets, asking for money on the side of the road, dirty, tattered clothes, absolutely nothing to your name. You could go from that to a millionaire in no time. It's so easily done. People do it. You just have to have the drive and the passion to do it. You can bring yourself from rags to riches in America easily, no doubt. Is there a poverty problem in America? I think so. But you can get yourself out of the situation just by having some motivation and some self-control when it comes to your finances, and have a plan. You can absolutely you can get yourself from rags to middle class for sure, absolutely. Even from rags to riches, you can do that. And I don't think few other countries can boast that. Maybe Australia you can do that. Maybe in the UK you can do that. But honestly, can you think of any other country that comes close to what we can do as far as bringing yourself out of your situation and on to make bigger and better things? I don't think anyone can claim that, honestly. So I am super close. Let's see if I can try and fix it. I don't know. Nope. Didn't do anything. That's the same. I'm gonna stop now. So you're just gonna have to see this really close up portion of myself. I have my phone. It's right here. I gotta get some news for the day because I want to talk about it. So yeah, I'm streaming from my old phone, and I have my new phone here that has things on it. The New York Post, they posted something on the internet today. It said he smelled of animal hide, which was heady and pungent. And the article title is Bigfoot erotica is absolutely a thing. Why are people writing articles about stuff like this? It makes absolutely no sense for us to waste our time reading an article about people who fantasize about Bigfoot. Absolutely no credence, no reason, no nothing. Why do we need to bring awareness to people who want to have sex with Bigfoot? Bigfoot doesn't exist, for one. And that would be basically bestiality because Bigfoot is not human. So you're wanting to have sex with some type of humanoid animal, and they decided to take time out of their day, write an article about it, grab pictures from wherever. Maybe they interviewed people because I'm not going to give this article the time of day. Maybe they, I don't know, grab some sources or maybe some studies. I don't know. And then this went over to, maybe a spell check person. They said, you know what, this looks good. Go ahead and bring it to the editor. And the editor was like, you know what, this is great. Let's go ahead and publish it. It went through all of these channels. And absolutely no one is giving this time of day on Twitter. This is crazy. This is what journalism has come to. This is what we have come to. We want to talk about our fantasies, sexual fantasies with animals. This is amazing to me. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up because I'm curious now. For all the peculiarities, gosh, I can't say that word, of the last several years of United States politics, few could have expected to see Bigfoot pornography at the center of a contentious race for a House of Representatives seat. What? I must have missed this. Let's read on. Over the weekend, Leslie Cockburn, a Democratic candidate for Virginia's 5th congressional district, accused her Republican opponent, Denver Riggleman. That just sounds like a made-up name. Like you're like making a cartoon and you want a name for your newscast character. Denver Riggleton is what I would think of for that newscast character, news reporter. I'm Denver Riggleton, reporting to you live. That's what I would think of. I don't know. I'm rambling. So, Denver Riggleton of being caught on camera campaigning with a white supremacist, a reference to his recent appearance with Isaac Smith, head of the white nationalist group Unity and Security of America, at a Republican campaign office in the state. So Unity and Security of America doesn't sound white supremacist, but they give themselves, let me put this makeup brush down, they give themselves like unassuming names sometimes. So it's a possibility. Openly associating with racists has become pretty standard for Republicans. No, that is not true. Don't be trying to lie. Don't be trying to lie. Openly associating with racists has become pretty standard for Republicans. Which perhaps explains why Cockburn added, now he has been exposed as a devotee of Bigfoot erotica. Accompanying the tweet was a screenshot of a post from Rugelman's Instagram page showing a drawing of Bigfoot with genitals obscured by a censor bar. This is the best that they could come up with. Oh my gosh, he fantasizes about Bigfoot. This, honestly, to me, is so stupid. Now they're talking about Bigfoot erotica. Nah, that's okay. I'm not even going to. This is crazy. Wow, okay, it says, okay, let me read on. This is great. Riggleman, an owner of a craft beer distillery and a former Air Force intelligence officer, is in all reality something of a Bigfoot aficionado, up until he decided to run for office. Riggleman was promoting a self-published book called Mating Habits of Bigfoot. And in 2006, he co-wrote Bigfoot Exterminators, Inc., the partially cautionary, mostly true tale of Monster Hunter 2006. Despite his apparent fascination with the all-American missing link, Riggleman has called Cockburn accusations that he enjoys Bigfoot erotica absurd. And here's the next line, okay? While that may be true, so they're already saying that he is not into Bigfoot erotica, but they put it in this like little footnote. Despite his apparent fascination with the all-American missing link, Riggleman has called Cochran's accusations that he enjoys Bigfoot erotica absurd. While that may be true, the fact is Bigfoot erotica is no joke. So they go on to write about Bigfoot erotica and all of this, the history of it basically. And so they wrote all of that, knowing good and well that people are going to read over that little half a sentence that he's not into Bigfoot erotica, hoping that they will just, pounce on him and make him believe that. It is a thing, Mr. Atticus. It is a thing, I guess. And I'm not too interested at all. I'm not interested at all about that. So, yeah, I can't believe journalism nowadays. They purposefully manipulate the truth. And they have a headline that catches you. It got to me. I was curious. They make an accusation, and while they said in the article that it wasn't true, it's so small and obscure that it can easily be missed by the not so good reader, or just a skim through type of person. And they know what they're doing, and it's really, really, it's really awful. Oh look, Tekken is trending on Twitter. I know that AP is playing Street Fighter V right now. If you don't know who AP is, check out Gulf City Cartoons and Gulf City Streaming. All of my friends watch that channel religiously. I love it. So, and also Dual World, if you're watching, watch his show 101.1 The Krill. It's awesome. I love his show with T-Tac. So let's also talk about Sarah Jong, or Jiang. I don't know how to say her name, her last name. I'm going to make a video about this probably after I get done with this live stream. It's not going to be very long. So Sarah Jong, the New York Times new hire, she was caught saying lots of racist things about white people. Now, woke Twitter, aka leftist, will say that you can't be racist towards white people because they have privilege and power. No, that's not true. You can be racist towards any race, even whites. And she was heavy on the racist tweets, saying that white people are, just scum, and white people are genetically inferior, this and that, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I can't believe that they stood by this person. A lot of people are tweeting out their support for this person, and they're basically allergies, man. Okay. They're basically saying that we know what she's saying is racist, okay, because we've addressed the issue, but they were jokes. So we're gonna stand by her anyway. You can see how it's so amazing to me how the left does not see their own hypocrisy over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. And I can point out examples each time. Count Dankula made a cute video about his pug doing a Nazi salute propaganda. Obviously a joke, because he said in the video he's going to turn his girlfriend's pug into the worst thing possible. And yet to trial for this, he could have faced jail time for this. All of these things were blown out of proportion because he made a freaking joke. It was obviously a joke. It was posted on YouTube. Crazy. Just the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, and then you also have Roseanne. Roseanne made a tweet calling Valerie Jarrett a mix between a Muslim and the Planet of the Apes person. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care who you are and what you believe. Valerie Jarrett definitely does look like one of those apes from Planet of the Apes. 99%. She could pass off as an extra, okay? Like she looks like them. And they knew it. They knew she was spot on with that. Everybody thinks it. They're like, when I look at Valerie Jarrett, there's something familiar about her. And it's because she looked like one of the monkeys from the Planet of the Apes, okay? I saw the tweet. I thought it was funny. She got fired from her job. She's probably done in Hollywood. She's probably done. I wasn't a really big fan of Roseanne, the older show or the newer show. I don't really watch TV. But for her to lose her job over that and then they're going to reinstate it without her, it's just like a big slap in the face. And I know that she feels awful for it. And I know that she wishes she can go back in time and reverse what she did because, that's what she does. She's an actress. That's, she loves to do it. And she found success in it. But since she has the wrong opinions, they're not going to let her back on there anymore. But when you have some nobody journalist or whatever she does, I have no idea, who doesn't present themselves as a comedian, doesn't present themselves as an entertainer of any kind, that occasionally makes jokes, and then she has these tweets that are really anti-white and very, very out of line when you put them in the context that she gave them out, and they're gonna just like not do anything about it. That to me just tells you what type of agenda that New York Times has. The New York Times is all about diversity for the wrong reasons. I don't mind diversity. Where I live, it is refugee central. Every single day that I pass, like when I go to work, I see illegal immigrants standing in this abandoned parking lot waiting for people to pick them up for jobs and stuff like that every single day. Every single day I pass these people. Sometimes I will see Muslims during their morning prayer out on this field of some sort, and they're not bothering anyone. They don't have their music blasting or anything. They're just doing their prayer. I see it all the time. I see, women in their hijabs and their burqas walking their kids to school sometimes. I see North African refugees, just walking about and doing their thing. I see them all the time. Now they're here, whether or not they're migrants or refugees, I don't care. They're not bothering anyone. Nothing has really happened here. The most that I hear when it comes to crime is just like gunshots in the distance. I don't really know what else there is, but this, honestly, I could walk a mile and a half up the road and there's a Saks Fifth Avenue. I live in a nicer part of Dallas, but it's like a hop, skip, and a jump away from the ghetto. So, yeah, they want the diversity. The New York Times want the diversity. So, oh, you're black, but you're not really qualified? Come on and work. Just come on. As long as your views line up with ours, then we'll hire you. So they have no diversity of thought whatsoever. Everyone at the New York Times thinks the same. They want justice for black people, even though we pretty much have it. They want diversity quotas met. They have to have half women, half men, and make sure that they're paid the same. And even though the women take a lot of time off, give them a paycheck. Please check out this song. Fan Guide Marketing? No, I'm not checking out your song. No. Anyways. So, yeah, they want all of these things for the wrong reasons. I can understand if you see a black person with the right qualifications. They have 12 years as a journalist and they graduated from UCLA or something like that. Yeah, hire them at the Times. Don't just hire people because they use they them pronouns. That's not going to make your newspaper, whatever they are. I don't know what are they, like a news subscription? They don't have a newspaper anymore. Every time I watch Angel Cleveland, he says former newspaper, so that's how I know. So they're going down the tool that I would say in the next 5 to 10 years, New York Times will be out of business. They're going to sell them, or they're going to just go defunct. I don't think they have a long shelf life at all. So yeah, I'm gonna make a video about Sarah Jong. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be filming right after this. Another thing that I wanted to mention, I put it on my, not Facebook, what is this? Twitter. So I gotta find it. Oh yeah, regarding the Sarah Jong thing, Candace Owens. I'm not. Candace Owens does good things. I know that she gets a lot of bad rap. What does that say? Wait till the SG journals was just a fad. I don't know. KABT. That's not a K, that's a C. Is it say cab? Wait till the SJW journalist was just a fad. So you're saying that the journalists that are SJWs are just a fad, and they're not anymore? If that's what you're saying. Oh, can't wait till okay, yeah. I can't either. I can't wait for real news to be a thing. Nearly everything is fake news. And I would say before the 90s, before Bill Clinton was president, everything was real news. Nowadays, it's just propaganda. And I can't wait for real news to be back into our homes again. I mean, it's crazy. But anyways, Candace Owens took one of the tweets that Sarah Jong posted and replaced the words white with either, let's see, what did she say? Jewish and black. So I think she did 2 tweets. And I don't know the words of the tweets word for word, but she just replaced white with black, and she immediately got a 12-hour suspension from Twitter. Immediately. They reinstated her because they were like, oh, I forgot. Candace Owens just, they learned their mistake and they reversed it. So this is why I cannot fathom the thought of thinking like a leftist. In order to think like a leftist, you cannot use your brain. You can't use your brain. Because you would have to just like literally ignore all of the inconsistencies and all of the contradictions in your own arguments and your own logic, and you would just have to like push them out and ignore them and stay ignorant for the rest of your life. So they're saying that Sarah's tweets were fine, but replace 1 or 2 words and switch them around, and they're not fine. That's contradicting. And they see that. I think they know that deep down inside, but they choose to ignore it. And I don't understand that at all. I refuse to think like that. I refuse. Oh my goodness. So my allergies are going crazy. So Tommy Robinson was freed not that long ago, which I'm so happy for. Man, when I saw his video when he was at home and he was waiting for his kids, he looked so skinty. Like he lost a lot of weight. He needs to put some weight back on. I know he's on vacation right now, but man, Tommy Robinson is a brave individual. He can be a little cringy sometimes, but he's not so cringy to where like I don't know, he's just, everyone has their cringy moments, but he's not one of those that has them often. I think that Tommy Robinson is he is the key to turning the UK into what it used to be. Proud, free, and, just back in their culture. Their culture is changing so dramatically. And it's all because of diversity, quotas, and, all in the sake of diversity. And, diversity is great if people would just mend and mold into the society that they are in. If you do not, I guess, what is the word for that? Um, Assimilate, I guess, to the culture. Like, why did you even come? Why did you even come to this country if you're not going to uphold, European values or, American values or whatever? You bring the crappy, you know, customs and, things that you do in your home country here and you make it a crappy place. Like, no woman I know wants to be raped, and yet you bring that to our country or their country. I mean, it's happening everywhere, but it's like everyone says that, well, not everyone. Leftists say that, Islam is a peaceful religion and that there are peaceful Muslims, which, yes, there are peaceful Muslims. But the difference is that some of these peaceful Muslims, they don't consider what some of the things that they do, like, very violent, like female genital mutilation. They don't consider that violent. They consider that something that the woman must go through so she doesn't feel pleasure, and that's pleasing Allah. Like, where do you get that has to happen to anyone? That it just female that FGM, because I keep messing up that word, is the most asinine thing. It is not necessary. Neither is male, circumcision. But, to each their own. I mean, it's a lot less painful for the man, and it doesn't have long-term side effects for the man as it does for the woman. Some of them just cut off the clitoris. Some of them sew the whole thing shut. They sew it all shut. They only open it to have sex with you and to have kids. And so when a woman goes through her period, that just causes a whole bunch of problems. They have a little opening so that all that stuff can come out, but everything is shut closed. And it's all because the woman shouldn't feel pleasure. Only the men get to have pleasure. But they don't consider that violent. No, that's just their culture. Just to have that their culture. Another thing that they don't consider to be very violent is killing non-believers. You may think, well, how could you think that that's not violent? But, some people in the Muslim culture, in the Muslim world, killing non-believers is a blessing from Allah. You have to convert or die. That's just the way of the Quran or whatever they say. I don't know if that's in the Quran. I'm pretty sure it is. But some people will kill non-believers or people who have left the Muslim faith. You hear it all the time. If you follow Confessions of an Ex-Muslim, I think her name is Yasmin Mohammed, you will see so many testimonials of people who fled their country because they turned to be atheist or turned to be Christian or whatever it is. They just turned away from Muslim or Islam, whatever. And they're being chased and they're being tracked down so they can come face punishment and die. And some people think that that's okay. I don't understand that. So what Tommy Robinson, that's well-being, because the country is literally dying before our eyes. Germany is gone. Like 1 in 4 people in Germany now come from a different country. They were born in a different country, or their origins or their culture comes from that country, a different country. They've migrated so many people that they are literally turning Germany into the Middle East. And that's crazy to me. I'm so glad that my mom and dad got to visit Germany before it was completely taken over, because it has taken over, and it's sad. Um, I don't think I'll ever visit Germany, to be honest. So many places have their home country's flags in the window, like Turkey and um, I don't know. I see Turkey flags all the time because it's like one of the closest countries where the migrants come from. But God bless Tommy Robinson. I think he's a fantastic individual. He's such a likable guy, you know. Whenever I, before he got arrested, he would always have these Periscope live streams where he's drinking with his buddies and he's obviously like so faded. And then like some hours will pass and he'll be in the morning. He's like, I'm never drinking again. And then the next weekend, of course, he drinks again. And he's with his friends of all different colors and walks of life. And even he's got some, Middle Eastern friends. They Tommy Robinson is the furthest thing from a racist. He just wants to see his country succeed. And I want to see succeed too. As an American, I commend Tommy Robinson, and I'm glad he's okay. So, yeah. I think that this is like the worst quality of a stream I've ever seen in my life. I know that my sister is not here with me, so I don't have much to go on, and I don't have her banter to try and bounce off of. So I just wanted to do something because I know that some people expect to stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and I'm going to record my video on Sarah John. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I really don't know how to end the stream on this phone, so I hope you guys have a great day. Let's see if I can do it with this mirror, because I'm using the back facing mirror on my phone, so I have to use a mirror to try and end it. So goodbye, Atticus. Thank you for tuning in. You're probably the only one. How do I do this? Is it this button? Wait, I think it's this one. Boop. Yay! Okay, goodbye, guys. No, wait. Oh, shoot. This is riveting television, you guys. Yeah, nope, I still didn't end it. I pressed cancel.